shake. Let's get into it. Alright, back again. Back again with another growing up with anime. I said the last one was 7. This is probably 7 now. The last one was 6, and I just don't know how to count. But we're gonna move right past along that. So, as you, or if you have not picked this up yet, the list in which I'm going off of is just a list of all this anime that I've watched, whether it been in order of the time of viewing or just viewing it like yesterday. So I never know what I'm going to talk about because I put all this on there like a couple of years before I even thought of doing this series. But in hindsight, I probably should have put it in order of viewing because that would have made a lot more sense and going up to where I'm at now, because it just makes more sense to do it in chronological order. Damn, that's a big word. But yeah, we just gonna roll with it, right? So I got 4, well, I guess technically 4, but the one that you'll do. There's one that's I'm gonna roll into 1. So it'll be 3, but it's technically 4, but it's still gonna be 3. You'll see when I get there. So let's talk about it. Hina Matsuri. Now, first off, I know you're looking at me like, what in the world is that? And second off, let me get there. So this little anime is a weird one. It's a random viewing. I don't know why I picked this up. I don't know. Honestly, I barely remember the plot of this anime because it's so obscure and so niche that I would be surprised if anybody has heard of this anime before. But basically, it's about some random girl who appears out of nowhere and has these amazing psychic abilities, and apparently from where she comes from is very, very powerful. She appears out of nowhere and ends up staying with this mob boss associate, not leader, captain, footwork, whatever this dude is. He's part of the Japanese mob, so the Yakuza, and he basically stumbles upon this girl and then just takes on the responsibility of taking care of her, and it turns into some weird slice of life / out of mob psycho-esque type of anime. And honestly, it's hard to explain because it's just that weird. And like I can't tell you the plot because it was well, 1, I've seen it so long ago that I can't remember the plot, and 2, it's just so out there, and like it kind of feels like it's a episodic thing, really. So like things happen in the episode, but they don't really carry over. But at the same time, they do, but not in like some significant, oh my god, this is mind-blowing plot reveal, whatever type beat. Like it's kind of just wholesome in a sense. So I guess I can get into the story of how I saw this anime. I was just on Crunchyroll. I want to say this was 2017, 2018, somewhere in that little time frame. I think I got through with the spring anime, either the spring or the winter anime, and I was just looking for something to watch. This anime just kept being requested to me in ads and video, in my social media and on Twitter, and I was just passing it by. And then I was like, you know what? let's give it a shot. They keep suggesting it to me. I keep seeing the ads. I watch them all the way through. Kind of somewhat interested in this little girl and what her deal is. So let's just get into it. If I remember correctly, her name is the title of the anime. So Hina Matsuri, and I mean, there's really not much to say. It's one of those anime that you get into on a whim, like on a fling. You just look for something to watch, and you'll take anything, or your curiosity is getting the best of you, and you're like, okay, let's hop into it, see what it's about. And I can't say for sure if it was good, if it was great, but for it to be on my list and I watched it all the way through, I can say it wasn't bad. It wasn't horrible to watch. So and I think it's only like 12 episodes, so it's an easy breeze, easy binge if you're just looking for something. But yeah, it's weird, bro. Like I can't tell you like any specifics of it because it's just that niche, and I kind of hate to say it, but it's kind of forgettable unless you come across it while scrolling on Crunchyroll or Funimation now. So I don't know, man. Give it a shot whenever you're bored. I guess. I guess we'll move right along to the one that I was talking about earlier, where there were, I count them as one, and it's Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super. Now although there are two completely separate animes, and Dragon Ball Z has its stuff, and then you got Dragon Ball Super with its stuff. I'm gonna just mush them all into one because they all have the same characters and the same continuity. So why not? And Dragon Ball Z is one of the OGs. I've seen Dragon Ball Z on numerous occasions. The first time I actually saw Dragon Ball Z was in the second grade when I was up late at night watching Toonami when I had no business watching it, and just sneaking around trying to make sure that my folks don't catch me, right? And I'll just watch it, put it on 10 volumes so I can still hear it, but it wouldn't be loud enough to where it'll wake the folks up, right? And it was from that point on that I was captivated. And I think it was in high school when I saw a resurgence that I realized that a lot of people knew about Dragon Ball Z, especially the folks that I was hanging around with, because I was hanging around a bunch of football players, and I was like, oh, don't they think that this is some nerd stuff? Like, I'm surprised they even knew. And it got to the point where we're all changing our names on Instagram, because Instagram was out back then, to Super Saiyan, whatever, just for God knows what reason. It was so cringe, bro. I don't know why we did that. But yeah, we changed all our names on Instagram to Super Saiyan, and everybody was like, well, why is your name this? Why did y'all change it to this? Is this some type of thing y'all got going on? Can I change my name to Super Saiyan? And it just rocked it on from there. And then I fast forward to college, like freshman year. Out the blue, I had no idea or no reason why, but I was just scrolling on YouTube. I saw videos of, now we're transitioning to Super. I saw videos of Goku fighting this cat-like creature, and I was like, "What in the world is this? I don't remember this in Z." And just saw looking at videos on YouTube for whatever reason, and then I was like, "Okay, I kind of want to get into this, but I don't know how." And I don't know, for some strange reason, I logged on to this pirating website because I was a broke college kid, couldn't afford Crunchyroll, because I don't remember if Crunchyroll was free at the time, but either way, I didn't look it up. I was on this pirating website and they had Dragon Ball Z and Super, so I was like, you know what, let's just go ahead and watch all of it. So I started from Z, from the Saiyan Saga, and I watched all the way to the tournament, or the Universe 6 tournament, because I think that's what was originally being aired. So I had watched all the way through to that, and I watched the Battle of Gods arc, and I watched Resurrection of Frieza arc, or Resurrection F arc, and then we got to Universe 6 arc, the Universe 6 tournament arc, and bro, I was actually glad that I did that because that allowed me to catch up to where we were, and I could actually watch the stuff that I thought was amazing. The Tournament of Power stuff, the Goku Black arc. I was like, bro, I'm glad I caught up because if I hadn't, I wouldn't have been around to see just 101. I gotta preface this. It wasn't that it was. Oh my god, stop talking to me. But it wasn't that um, Dragon Ball was just this amazing anime with top stellar storytelling and whatnot. It was just the hype and being around the community of Dragon Ball and seeing everybody's reactions to stuff on YouTube and stuff like that. That I was like, oh my god, I'm glad I caught up. And it just sticks in your mind. And you know, all the memes that come from it. Like, Dragon Ball is one of those anime that's a once in a lifetime thing. Now, there are gripes. So, I, you probably heard this said all the time. Give Vegeta some shine. Let him be a main protagonist for once, just once. Not that's all we asking for, because it's always Goku, except for the one time where it wasn't Goku, it was Gohan. But then again, he still had to get some help from his dad, so it ended up being a partial Goku win too. But at the end of every arc, it's always Goku who has to beat the big bad, right? Which I guess is nothing wrong because it's a shonen manga and it was made in times where that was the formula and you had to stick to that formula. And when the main character is about who it is about, but now only in times where there are complex storytelling and it not everything has to be a one-to-one thing. You can switch it up a bit, right? And I just want Vegeta, because Vegeta is the most developed character in Dragon Ball Super. Argue with whoever you want to, but that's what I'm saying. And it's like, dude, the cap off and cement the character progression that he has got is, in my opinion, would be to let him fight the big bad and win for once, to have one over Goku, just one, and I'll be fine with that. Let that be the record, bro, because that's what I think me and a lot of people want, but may never happen, especially with the events that's going on in the manga. Because yeah, after that I caught up, read the manga. I did not read the Tournament of Power. So after Tournament of Power, oh my god, I'm hungry, bro. So after I caught up and I stayed watching the anime all the way through the Tournament of Power arc, and then after that I picked up on the manga. And I watched the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie. Matter of fact, where's it at? Right here. Got it right here. And I hit something. I got it right here. Had to pick it up, bro. You already know. Broly is that dude, but I ain't got time to talk about it. Just know that Dragon Ball Super and Dragon Ball Z is what shaped a lot of my anime experience to this day. And I would be remiss if I did not tell you to watch it. If you're in the battle shonen, if you're into a deeper, complex story, then, watch highlights of it and get the gist of why everybody's so hyped about Dragon Ball. But moving right along, I spent too much time on this. Let's talk about one more, and that is Assassination Classroom. Now, Assassination Classroom is another one of those off the cuff, off the rim viewings of anime that I saw with no pre-context, no precursor for it. I was just scrolling over on Funimation, I believe, looking for stuff to watch, right? And I came across this, and the one thing that intrigued me to watch it was Koro Sensei, the octopus-looking dude, and how I saw a preview, and he was just weaving and moving and waving his tentacles, and people were trying to kill him. He was just dodging them and clapping people like it was just easy. And I was like, okay. This is interesting. I want to see more of this. And I watched it through, and I was like, oh my god, this is actually pretty dope. I like this concept. It's so different. You got a classroom of freshman high school kids who are outcasts in some type of elite prejudice school, and they're tasked with the job of killing their unkillable octopus teacher who used to be human but went through a transformative scientific process that turned him into a killing machine. But he was already a killing machine, and now he's using his powers to teach because he wants to cherish the memory and of the one who taught him about teaching and loving kids and bringing up kids and inspiring them. So dope concept, really dope concept. I love this anime just for the fact that it was so different from everything else, and the way that it executed its main protagonist's ability and everybody else's abilities. And it's the first time you feel that everybody in the classroom actually brought something to the table and were unique and had a say in whatever was going on. And this was actually funny because the way the funniest part was when they gave that nickname to that hot teacher, you know, the one that was also the seductive teacher who was an assassin. You know what I'm talking about. I forgot her name, but you know her nickname though, which I'm not gonna say. Itch Bay. But yeah, I'm running out of time. So Assassination Classroom is just one of those gems, bro. If you have not seen it, I can recommend that you watch that. It's 2 seasons, at most 24 episodes. I have to look it up, but it's a dope one. I think I saw it in 2018, 2017, 2018, around that time. You know, in college, ain't got nothing else better to do. And this is Assassination Classroom is just one of those that you grow to love, man, especially with the story. And what more is there to say? But yeah, that's pretty much it for this episode. Let me know what you think about these anime. If you've seen them, let me know what was your favorite part in the comments down below. Like the video. Follow me if you want to. If not, then that's cool. Follow me on my social media. IG, Stardust_Dads. TikTok, Stardust Deck. I'll talk to y'all later.